What if everything you see, every sound you hear, every thought you think, wasn't real? What if the universe is just a simulation, running on someone's computer, far beyond your imagination? It sounds like science fiction, but serious scientists and philosophers are taking it seriously. Maybe we're not matter, we're math, written in code. The simulation theory says that if advanced civilizations can run perfect simulations, they probably already have, and we might be inside one. Think about it. Your reality runs on rules: gravity, light, energy, all of them follow perfect mathematical laws, just like code in a program. Even randomness isn't truly random. Quantum physics tells us probabilities rule everything, just like random number generators in digital systems. Some scientists believe the universe shows pixelation at the smallest scales, Planck length, as if space itself has a minimum resolution. If that's true, then atoms, galaxies, and even you might be rendered just like images on a screen. The more we study physics, the more it feels like we're reverse engineering a program, discovering not creation but construction. Our computers already simulate weather, ecosystems, even consciousness, in limited form. Imagine a civilization millions of years ahead. How real would their simulations feel? Philosopher Nick Bostrom proposed the idea in 2003. If simulations can exist, and many are made statistically, we're almost certainly inside one of them. He argued that if just one civilization creates countless simulated worlds, then simulated beings would vastly outnumber real ones, making it far more likely we're simulated too. So how would we know? Could there be glitches, small cracks in reality, that reveal the code behind the curtain? Scientists have looked for such clues in cosmic radiation, searching for repeating patterns that shouldn't exist if the universe were truly random. One strange finding: the universe's background temperature seems eerily uniform, as if perfectly calibrated, like a balanced simulation setting. Some experiments in quantum mechanics show particles behaving differently when observed, like they know they're being watched. If observation changes outcome, then maybe consciousness isn't passive, it's part of the code, interacting with the system in real time. Think of dreams, flashback, coincidences, tiny moments where the logic of the world bends slightly, like a program briefly lagging. The simulation idea also explains why the universe has mathematical beauty. Everything obeys perfect equations, like elegant programming syntax. Even the speed of light could be a built-in limit, just like the maximum frame rate in a computer simulation. If our universe runs on information, then matter, energy, and time are just expressions of data numbers, processed at unimaginable speed. If the universe is computation, then consciousness might be its interface, the way the code experiences itself from within. Every thought, memory, and emotion could just be data packets, algorithms, interpreting chemical signals as feeling. If that's true, then free will might be an illusion, your choices already pre-calculated in lines of code, written eons ago. But maybe consciousness is more than code. Maybe it's the player, not the character. In every simulation, there must be an observer, someone watching, recording, maybe even adjusting variables. Could we be experiments, characters in a cosmic test, designed to study morality, intelligence, or survival? The idea sounds terrifying, but it could also explain life's contradictions, why suffering exists, why luck feels scripted. Every tragedy, every miracle could just be parameters, shifting, random updates in an evolving simulation. Maybe our reality is not fake, just layered, a simulation inside another, endlessly nested like digital matryoshka dolls. And if that's the case, the real world outside might not even resemble what we can imagine. If there's a creator of the simulation, would we call it God, or simply the programmer? Maybe those words mean the same thing. Ancient religions imagined gods shaping reality from light. Modern science imagines coders doing the same, only with data. Perhaps faith and physics have been chasing the same mystery, the source of order in apparent chaos. Some scientists suggest our universe could be one of billions, each run by different settings, testing the laws of reality. Others argue that even if we are simulated, it doesn't change meaning. Feelings, art, love, still matter within the code. In a way, We might be both data and divinity, code and consciousness, observer and observed existing within infinite feedback loops. The laws of physics might be the syntax of existence, written not in words but in constants and equations, elegant and unbreakable. Maybe evolution itself is the simulation's algorithm, adapting life to optimize survival, learning, creativity, and connection. And consciousness, the awareness that asks why, could be the system becoming self-aware, the code realizing it's alive. If that's true, then every question we ask, every act of curiosity, might be the universe debugging itself. Maybe that's why reality feels both infinite and fragile, because it's being rendered as we perceive it, frame by frame. Every observation adds detail, every memory writes data. The universe expands not outward, but inward, through awareness. If so, you are not trapped in the simulation, you are part of the process, running it. You are both the code and the coder, reality experiencing itself through endless mirrors of consciousness. When you close your eyes, the world doesn't disappear, it waits for you, paused, until your perception calls it back into being. That could mean the truest reality isn't out there, it's awareness itself, the one thing that cannot be simulated. And maybe death isn't deletion, just a logout, followed by a login somewhere else, under another name, another rule set. The universe might be a simulation, but it's also poetry written in light, a code so elegant, it creates wonder and meaning within itself. If existence is code, then curiosity is the key that keeps it running. Every question you ask adds another line to the script. So next time you look at the stars, remember, maybe they're pixels, maybe they're real. Either way, they're shining, because you're here to see them.